It was up, everyone. So sorry, it's kind of been a while since I've been posting. I guess I kind of been lazy, and then also it's just like I don't know. I don't really know how to schedule so and manage that. But we're here again, so let's start off with these dreams, and then till next time. And I'll see if I can try to post more, like in daily or just in week or something like that. Not saying do it daily. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I want to do that. I want to do like I just want to try to see if I can get more done. I don't know how many dreams I have left. I don't know how many I've done, but I still have more in my notes. So see if I can write those down so I can get those. And then other than that, let's get on with these ones. So this dream, I had two big dreams. First one was it took place in Rapture from BioShock, the underwater and that stuff. But there were zombies instead of like druggies. There were zombies. First, it started in long hallways being chased. So like the hallways, you know how like the hallways and that stuff, and it's like underwater domes and that stuff, and then it's like those big doors and that stuff that spin open and like and then like they like open sideways. Yeah, like those ones and that stuff, and it's crazy. So I'm being chased down hallways like that, like until I entered this big room that was a bowl around. It was like this gigantic dome, but instead of like water and that stuff, it was like a projection room where it was like a planetarium or something like that, and then like you can see above the ceiling, but it looks like a daytime. Like it didn't even look like you're underwater. It looked like you were just outside in the daylight with like trees and like birds chirping and that stuff. And like and then I guess and then moon time for it's like it had a daytime and moon for time. It was like being in the middle of a city, then poof, it ended. So I guess it went from I don't remember this dream. This is like an old dream from 6/6/15. Dang, 2015 and June 6th. That's crazy. But yeah, so like the dome that you entered while getting chased by zombies, it had like a daytime thing where it felt like you're during the daytime, and then instead like there's a moon or whatever. I don't know if there was a moon like projection of like space and that stuff, but I'm pretty sure it was like daytime and nighttime. But I remember going in the dome and it was like sunny. That's all I pretty much remember. I don't remember there's zombies. I just remember a Bioshock dream. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Then this next dream, me and my dad went camping on a giant boat, and the dogs were with us, and we all slept on the yacht on land. So I guess it was a boat on land. Then the next day came along, and we found out we missed a storm, but we wanted to go fishing, but roads were too muddy. So we took the path where we had to dangle on a rope from a 50-foot drop. So I guess like in order to go fishing and that stuff, I don't know where we're at, forest or mountains and that stuff, and then like we have to cross this like canyon or something like that. Well, it says a 50-foot drop, but I don't know how like you hold on to a rope and like you swing from a car or something like that. I don't remember if we had the car with us or we just swing like from a rope, just just us or that stuff. I don't even know how the dogs are gonna get across. But there's a 50-foot drop. Dad made it. Dad made it. Then the rope broke. So my dad makes it, and the rope snaps. And instead of falling down, I was floating up. Yeah, so this was kind of weird. Like I fell down, but instead of falling, I actually floated up from the canyon until my dad caught me. So like as soon as I'm about to fall down again, my dad catches me, and it's weird. I don't know why I bring this up, but it turned out my hand was sticky but invisible. I don't know. I don't remember why it would be sticky and like it would be invisible, but pretty much it was in my dream. And at the height when the sticky thing came off, but somehow my dad catched me. The end. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that dream. I don't really. Yeah, for some reason my hand was sticky in that dream. But 6/8/15. So this takes place on June 8th, 15. Damn, that's a long time. I need to start writing the dates on my dreams. I never did that, but I should. Um, but this first dream was probably the best dream I had in a long time. I was on the show Wild and Out, and I made some good jokes, and my team won. First one was a poetry slam, and I had to do one about Nick Cannon and that stuff. But instead, I did something about his wife instead, and this is what I said. I started off I started off by saying superliminal, spying on you in your swimming pool, watching you undress makes me so depressed, especially when you left and remembering the last time you gave me head. I miss Mariah, and this is such bullcrap, 'cause now I have to use my imagination just to fap. The worst part of all this was the letter I sent. It said something about I take bigger craps than any of Nick Cannon's accomplishments. That I don't know, and somehow I won that, but yeah. Next was making a song about my team, and Nick Cannon has to make a song about his team, and you can interrupt at the end, but it has to make sense or you can't take their point. So you can finish something at the end of their whatever call their singing thing is, and then like if it makes sense, then you get to steal their point. But if it doesn't make sense, then pretty much you have to go on, or like call the original has to go, whatever. Fuck you. So the end, a dreadlocks guy finishes. So, anyways, during this part, a dreadlocks guy finishes saying, "I get more pussy than a single woman," and I finish saying, I bet you can't even get little boys into your minivan." And even though you had it all planned, that you also took Pete Davidson when he took a nap or something. I don't know what I said. And he was scared because he wanted something than the size of 3 centimeters. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. That was like when I thought Pete Davidson was cool, but ever since he got hot chicks, I don't really think he's cool because I'm just jealous. But yeah, I don't like Pete Davidson no more. But anyways, I remember watching Wild and Out during that time when he was on, and then like I even remember like the old times when Mikey Day was on, when he's on the red team and the black team instead of the platinum. That was some pretty cool memories. Those were pretty cool times. See, it's 7:21, so I got 3 minutes. So let's start with these dreams and see what time we have. See, so then it ended, it went into break and it never went back. So the wild style never happened in the Nick Cannon dream or the Wild and Out dream, but instead what happened is that we got an ending of Deadmau5 performing, and he started playing his music for the rest of the dream, and it was pretty awesome. Like trap lights, LED lights, and all that stuff, dude, freaking Deadmau5 was so cool back then, dude. Like, I started listening to him in middle school, like probably 2012 and that stuff, and then like I don't know, 2015. I don't know, like, it's kind of crazy. Now it's 2025, 10 years, dang, almost 10 years. And then the last dream was a TV show, Supernatural, and I was Sam, and so if anybody's seen Supernatural, the TV show, anyways, I'm Sam, and we were hunting a monster that turned your horror dreams to life, and the only way to kill or stop him was by him seeing the worst nightmare, and it's himself killing himself. So hints came out, and we found out he accidentally killed his sister or something like that. So this ghost killed his sister, and so like our plan was to trap him in a camper with pictures of his sister and all on the wall. Then she appears and touches him and then kills him by screaming his face off. The end. Damn. That's a crazy dream. So I guess like, what do you call a chick? Like, I guess like a ghost like died, obviously his sister, but like I'm trying to think how she screamed his face off. Like she screamed so loud and that stuff, and his face just fucking came off. Like just goes from skin to the next part of flesh, and then it goes to bones, and then you see his eyeballs just like fall out or something like that. And then, but it's all gory and like more real than a cartoon, so it's gonna be more crazy. But yeah, dude, that was a crazy dream. So I'm gonna end it right there. I had one more page, but I'll just fix it. Well, it kind of goes perfect because it says it's another day, because I got like 2 dreams on this day. So it'll be on the next day. So, but I might do those dreams next, or I might do the ones on the computer. But until then, till next time. Peace.